Oh, oh. Higher than giraffe pussy. Higher than giraffe pussy. Higher than giraffe pussy. Higher than giraffe pussy. Why you mad at me? 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 'Cause your mama said I wouldn't amount to shh.
Hello everyone, I'm your host, Alan Smithy, and today, we're going to be discussing me going to Prim, Nevada, specifically to visit Buffalo Bills, just like the majority of my subscribers voted for. So I recruited my youngest daughter, who lives in the area, to give me the grand tour of the place, and I'm going to film it all right here on this phone. That's right, Sven, you take the day off. Don't know what you're going to do because you're a ghost, but that's on you. With that said, let's shoot this fucker. This is my youngest daughter, and this is Buffalo Bills. My daughter Anna was just telling me how her ex and her 15 years ago climbed out this window to have sex on this ledge. Now I know what you're thinking. She's lost a lot of weight since then. Don't be so judgmental. Oy vey. Jesus fucking Christ. I was not prepared for this place. From the acid trip color palette to the stuffed coyotes, I don't know what I was feeling, but I'll go out on a limb. I was feeling it. You can get lost in a place like this very easily. Looking around at everything, and suddenly, not only have you lost track of time, but you've lost your daughter and her boyfriend. Oh, I think I seen him over there, but this place is so enthralling. I mean, look at that giant tree. That's a lot of fucking wood. And all the machines, and the lights and sounds, the smells of alcohol and desperation and loss. It honestly smells a lot like my bedroom. Granted, I'm not much of a gambling man, but I feel at home here. I'm gonna look around and film everything. This place is just amazing. Man, hello, how are you doing? Anyways, oh hey, there's my daughter and her boyfriend. Informed me that her and Jerome, her most recent boyfriend, brought me here for a very specific reason. That about 3 weeks ago, when Jerome came here for his high school graduation party, he seen something and told her about it. Something they knew I would love and would raise my spirits about 1,000%. I must admit, I was intrigued. But they refused to tell me what it was. They said I'd just have to wander around, but I would know it when I seen it. And so that's what I did. I wandered around, taking in all the sights as I looked. I strongly considered playing some of the games. I mean, I was in Nevada, and some of these games, let's just say, the price was right. This machine really did almost have me, but instead, I decided to keep looking for whatever it was they brought me here to see. The smell of food led me to this buffet, but I quickly realized the buffet was closed, which led me to wonder, why did I smell food so strongly if the buffet was closed? Hoping to investigate, I seen something truly amazing. I could hardly believe my eyes. It was a Denny's in the casino. I was almost convinced this was what she brought me here for. But I thought, I'll keep going. And if I don't find anything else, I'm gonna get me a moon over my hammy. There's so much to see here and so many machines. It's almost making me overstimulated, but I'm gonna soldier on. I mean, my daughter did bring me here for a reason. Surely she'd be upset if I didn't even try to figure out what it was. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at that. That's a lot of fucking wood. That is literally the largest tree in this establishment. And there's coal miners inside it and a vulture, and I gotta go around this thing. My God. That is one girthy piece of wood. I am impressed. No, thank you. I don't need a drink, bartender. I'm just looking at all the wood behind the counter and that guy playing with his instrument. You know, on second thought, do you got any Manischewitz? No Manischewitz. Just Bud Light and King Cobra on tap? No, thank you. As much as I'd have loved to, I couldn't sit here staring at wood all day. I had to find what my daughter brought me here to discover. And that is when I seen it. The Bonnie and Clyde display. I remember seeing this when it originally toured the country, back in the 30s when I wore a younger man's clothes. This is his shirt. It looks almost exactly like it did back then. You can still even see the bloodstains. I can still smell them. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was 1934, and I was 44. But I still felt like I was in my prime. A strapping young lad, trying to bust into the movie industry and make a name for myself in Hollywood. That's when I first seen her, well, and Clyde. Everybody was enamored with her. And him. Anyways, everyone was enamored. They were just amazing. The way the papers of the time talked about how gallant she was and how she would just take control, and it was a great time to follow such an incredible person. And Clyde too. I remember seeing these at our local post office, even though we were in California. It was bizarre, but it kind of made my week every time I seen it. I understand you're probably asking yourself, why was Alan, a strapping, handsome young werewolf American in the prime of his life, in his early 40s, playing groupie for a couple of traveling highway bandits? And I say, shut your fucking mouth! Do not talk that way about Bonnie. Don't talk that way about Bonnie. That's very rude. We're on hallowed ground here. You show some respect. Anyways, I never got to run with Bonnie and Clyde when they were still alive. Yeah, right then I decided, I'm gonna play one of these slot machines. And I'm gonna win big. I'm gonna win big for both of us. It's gonna turn my life around, Bonnie. Audience. I'm not much of a gambler, except when it comes to getting married and run divorce court, but other than those two very specific circumstances, I am just not a gambling werewolf. But something about this whole atmosphere makes me feel young and virile and very, very, very full of the winning spirit. I think my life's gonna turn around. I feel it deep in my bones. I'm a winner. Alan Smithy is a winner! I don't know if it's the smell of cheap alcohol, Bonnie, or the high grade Formica, or maybe just all the bullet holes and over 100-year-old blood residue, but I'm feeling it. I am gonna play one of these slot machines. I'm gonna win, Bonnie. These machines are a little pricey for my blood, but when in Rome. Don't worry about that, Bonnie, just working out the jitters. Let's try again. I felt like less of a man. Everything started out so well. Maybe it's all better from here. God. Oy vey. Well, just like it always does in a men's room, things went sideways real quick. But I'm not gonna let it get me down. This place is still beautiful and reminds me very, very much of growing up in the early days of this country. And granted, while the diorama-like setting around here only highlights the humorous and good parts of the 1800s to early 1900s, it still very much feels alive to me, even if it's in the lens of a Norman Rockwell painting. This place has moxie and style. You just don't get enough of either of those nowadays. With everything being all woke and problematic, I think in a simpler time when things were better like this, while we can never go backwards, we shouldn't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Or the bathwater if it's Belle Delphine's, but that's a complete side issue entirely. My point is, even if I lost $1 and it happened in front of Bonnie, and to a lesser extent Clyde, I'm still here. And this place is still beautiful to me. With all the mural-like painting and the just ambiance and just dripping nostalgia of this place. I can almost overlook the desperation of all the loss and all the sadness that everyone coming through those doors must be feeling when they lose their $1. Buffalo Bills, you are a cruel, cruel mistress, but a beautiful one at least. And I'm not gonna overlook that. I can't let my loss and failure and loss get to me. I'm gonna soak up the ambiance again. I'm not going near that fucking restroom again, that's for sure. But other than that, this place really does sing to me. All the magic here, the Denny's, the closed down log ride, everything here, just so special, so beautiful, so amazing and yet everyday mundane. Like that snake on a rock. Or that guy trying to climb the fence away from the snake, I guess. I really don't know what the fuck he's doing, but the point is this place makes me feel whimsical and fills me with a sense of ennui, as the French would say. And I don't know, this place, it's hard to feel bad when you're in a place like this. It's like a theme park, but full of old people. And quite frankly, I like that. I'm in my environment. I'm in my element. I can't let this get me down. See, people gave their winnings to Bonnie and Clyde here. This is a place of memory. A place where people donate nickels and dimes and, oh my God, I think that one says 62 cents. Anyways, the point is, people come here and they toss away their winnings, happily, just to say, we seen the elephant, we stepped on the mountain. This is the hill we shall die on. And you know what? I'm feeling it. I'm not gonna let this get to me, Bonnie. We're gonna try again. And I'm gonna win. Oh, you hear me, Clyde? We're gonna win. Me, Bonnie, and you, we're gonna win. We're gonna rock this fucker. Here we go, Bonnie and Clyde. This machine is the one. I can feel it. I've got a good feeling about this one specifically. I'm gonna pull out the big guns. I'm risking it all, Bonnie. Let's roll this dice. Let's play this game. Why is it not going? Yeah, this one's broken. Okay, here we go. I've got a good feeling about this machine. This should work. Here we go, Bonnie. Hopefully it goes better this time. Oh, thank God. Just like on my honeymoon with my second wife, I decided not to rush things and make it last most of the night. That's not a problem, just working out the jitters. That's all that is. Make me rich, make me very rich, very rich. Ah, shit. And just like on my honeymoon with my fourth wife, it went way too fast. They say the fourth time is the charm. I've heard that once or... I don't feel embarrassed at all. In front of Bonnie and everything. This is horrible. I guess guess I need to learn to enjoy losing. I seemed to be on a losing streak, and that's when it happened. The fuck just happened? Did I really just... Did I just win? I was in disbelief. I even went so far as to check the winnings guide. Yes, I had.
Is a winner. Alan Smith is the winner.
I can't believe it. Things are looking up. This could be a whole new start for me. And Alan Smithy with good luck. I can't... I learned a few things on my trip to State Line. Like security is off-nerved by a werewolf American who apparently mumbles to statues. And that you can drop your phone in a men's urinal and it comes out okay. Well, other than the smell. But if you drop it on the carpeted floor of the casino, you get a cracked screen and have to buy a new one. Good night, folks.